Jets fans, we got some breaking news from Ian Rappaport. It's not really crazy news. It's what we expect as Jets fans, let's be honest here. But Davante Adams is on his way out of town officially. All right, the Jets are open to trading him, which would be the best case scenario for us to get something in return. But then he says, Ian Rappaport from NFL Network, if they can't get a deal, they are expected to release Davante Adams, who could rejoin Aaron Rodgers with the new team. The Giants, perhaps? Who knows? We shall see. Let's talk about it in this video, folks. Hit the like button, subscribe to Jets Media. A lot of fun things happening on the channel. A lot of fun things happening with the New York Jets. So make sure you guys hit the notification bell so you do not miss any updates here on the channel. Now, this is something that we heard from Darren Muji. He said we had to resolve that issue. He used the word issue when referring to Davante Adams. So right there, you're like, okay, Davante Adams is a goner. I think every Jets fan knew this was happening. I feel like everybody's approach this offseason was, okay, we need help around Garrett Wilson because there's nobody. Davante Adams is expected to be gone. Allen Lazard is expected to be gone as well. So, again, this isn't shocking, but now we're first hearing an official report about this whole situation. And is there an opportunity for the Jets to trade Davante Adams? I'm going to say no. I think the most likely scenario is the Jets are going to release him. It gets very complicated. He's going to have to agree to a restructured deal and then to work out a trade. It's way more complicated, and Davante Adams in his camp is going to have to cooperate in order for the Jets to be able to trade him, I believe. So it's not like the Jets can just be like, yeah, we'll take anything, a sixth-round pick or something. It's going to have to be the Jets, the other team that's trading for him, and Davante Adams to work out a trade. So I think most likely the Jets are going to release him, and that's going to free up a lot of cap space for the New York Jets to work with this free agency, which actually kicks off in like a week or two, which is crazy. What is it, next week? 2 weeks? Wow. The NFL offseason is flying by, folks. So the next question is who the New York Jets are going to bring in as a number 2 receiver next to Garrett Wilson. There's a lot of options in free agency. Of course, the Jets are going to go to the draft and probably get a wide receiver. I don't think they'll go in the first round. I think there's a lot of other options. I think there's a lot of depth in this receiving class that I really like. Don't sleep on the trade market for the New York Jets as well. I feel like the Jets are not going to go big fish hunting at the wide receiver position this offseason because we have Garrett Wilson. Their priority should be extending Garrett Wilson long-term and get a solid veteran next to him and drafting a receiver. That's what I would do. I think a guy like Darius Slayton is a perfect one-year deal that can come in here and be a number 3, draft somebody in the mid-rounds to be next to Garrett Wilson. You got Malachi Corley. Who knows what this new coaching staff can do with him. I think there's a lot of other options, or maybe the Jets do make a splash and want to get aggressive and get a big-time receiver next to Garrett Wilson. You never know. I honestly don't know what to expect from this new regime of the New York Jets with Darren Muji and Aaron Glenn because this is their first time here. If Joe Douglas was here, I'd have a little bit more of an idea of what we can expect because he's been the GM for the Jets for 5 years, but that's not the case. We got a brand new brains. Brand new brains are in charge of the New York Jets. So Davante Adams is on his way out, and, you know, it was fun to get him in here with Aaron Rodgers, but at the end of the day, it was a failure. I mean, it was a year too late. The Jets were interested in trading for Davante Adams going into 2 seasons ago before he tore his Achilles, Aaron Rodgers. I actually had some inside information heading into that season that the Jets are going to try to go after Davante Adams. That was before the Week 1 game against the Buffalo Bills that year, and then Aaron Rodgers tore his Achilles, and then the Jets were not interested in trading for Davante now because it felt like a lost season, and then they wanted to trade for him in the offseason. Raiders were not interested, and then the season started. The Raiders started to spiral downward, and then that's when the Jets made the trade. Very aggressive, try to figure out a way to save that season, and it ended up not working out for the New York Jets. So we'll see if Davante Adams does indeed reunite with Aaron Rodgers. That'll be very interesting to see if that happens with the Giants in particular. Like, wow, I can't believe the Giants out of all teams are the ones interested in Aaron Rodgers and Davante Adams. So we'll see if the Jets are able to get a trade, but I think it's going to be more likely the Jets are going to have to release him. You guys let me know your thoughts in the comments about the Davante Adams and Jets era. Woo! It barely even started, right? It didn't even feel like it happened, so it's a blink of an eye. Goodbye, Davante. Thanks for nothing. Thank you all for the support on Jets Media. Comment your thoughts, like the video, and I'll see you next time. Peace out, folks.